Alright, what's going on guys? It's GCP here, and in today's video you're going to be watching a 27-2 rushing TDM game with the MP7. This game was a lot of fun because everything just flowed well, the lobby wasn't too campy, and honestly, games like this come seldom because the skill-based matchmaking in this game is pretty thick, and there are lobbies that you get into where people don't want to move, right? All of you guys have experienced this. And this just wasn't the case. This time around, people actually moved. I was able to run around and rush like crazy like I normally love doing. And I was able to take advantage of this game and go a solid 27-2, which again, like I said before, just does not happen very often. But you're so glad when it does. And when this game flows well and you're doing well by rushing, this game can be a lot of fun. It really can. But this game is just a few tweaks away from being a really great game. But one of the things which brings me to the point here is kind of unfortunate. Today on Twitter, one of these dudes, I'll put up the tweet by the name of Gobble Scyther, something like that. He said, LOL, remember when we were told we would have a huge overhaul by the end of November? Modern Warfare. He's hashtagging there. It is now December and we still have yet to see this overhaul. Nice to say F you. And then he tagged Joe Cecot. Of course, Joe Cecot is one of the multiplayer devs. And Cecot actually replied. And this is what he said. This is something that will upset the community because all of us, for those of us who were actually holding out hope for this game, to see that overhaul, a lot of us were believing that the big update wasn't the overhaul that we were kind of expecting. This is what Cecot replied. He said, overhaul was a fake statement to get attention. We are constantly updating the game at least once a week, sometimes twice. Season 1 incoming. Also, bye. Dude, this guy, okay, look. First of all, let me just say this. First of all, I am very disappointed that there is no overhaul coming. And for those of us who were holding out hope that the big update wasn't that overhaul update that we wanted, well, that just shot down any hopes right there. And then secondly, I just want to say that this guy, Cecot, definitely needs to either be let go, fired, or whatever, because he's such a troll. The other day he tweeted out like a troll statement that they were getting rid of skill-based matchmaking and they were going to add dots back on the minimap, which again was fake because he didn't mean that, because he knew that the community wanted this removed. They wanted the red dots to be added to the minimap, and he knows all of these things that are going on. He knows and understands what the community wants, but he does not want us to get it. I think he enjoys not, giving the community what they want. I don't understand why. It would only make the game better and people would actually praise the game. I don't know if this guy is some pompous, ignorant fool or what, but I don't understand why you would troll the community when they're asking for changes in the game. And the reason why we keep asking for these things and these tweaks and these changes to the game is to make it better. The only reason we complain in this game, the only reason we keep asking for these changes is because we want what's best for this game. We want to have a good experience. We want this game to be great. And if you have suggestions, we're the customers, right? We have suggestions to make your product better. Would you not, as a person who owns this product, who sells it, who works on it, develops it, would you not want your product to get better or improve? So why would you not want to listen to the people actually playing your game, the people who want this product, this game to be better? So this guy, it seems, does not want to listen to the community. He's more focused on trolling all of the community instead. He's more focused on laughing in our faces. And this is basically what he's doing. He's basically laughing and slapping us in the face with all of these tweets. And just disappointing news, man, that the overhaul is not going to happen. Meaning we're not going to get dead silence as a perk in this game. The footstep audio is going to remain the same. The red dots are still not going to be popping up on the minimap, which they've always popped up in every single Call of Duty game except this one. You know, all of these changes to this game that we've been wanting are just not gonna happen because these developers all want to keep the game the way that they've envisioned, to protect the noobs, to have these games be super campy, to play where people are mounted up waiting for you to just pop up in their line of sight, to hole up in a room with a claymore or a bouncing Betty or whatever and just sound whore 80s, wait up on the top roof with a ladder like I got killed in my last game, or actually the video before yesterday's video, where the guy was literally in the corner over there. As soon as I climbed that ladder, I tripped the claymore, got killed, and then he just picked me off. That's how these developers want us to play this game. They don't want us to rush. They don't want us to run and gun. This is what these guys envisioned for this game, and this is exactly what they are giving us, and they don't want it to change. Even though the community wants it to change, or at least the vocal ones, because I don't know how many people are out there who play this game who don't even watch YouTube or anything like that. I'm sure they are complaining as much as us. I don't think anybody really enjoys camping it out or getting killed by campers or people who just sit in the same spot all game long and don't move. I'm pretty sure they're frustrated with this as well. So it just seems like this whole management of Modern Warfare has been absolutely terrible from the very beginning. From the bugs to the glitches, all these things, this is an incomplete game. The only things that they will respond to, these developers will respond to, are fixes to bugs or glitches, but not core aspects of the game that really desperately need changing to improve. This game is really fun when it works. When it flows, it is a lot of fun. Honestly, when I go on streaks, when the map is really flowing, or at least the match is flowing, I don't know about the maps. The maps are really hard to flow on. But if you get into a lobby, and I've been constantly saying this with the lobbies, it is lobby dependent. If you get into a match where players are actually moving and you're able to outplay them with your gun skill, like I was doing in this game, it's a lot of fun. I have a blast playing this game. But when you have matches that are super thick with the skill-based matchmaking and people who are just sitting in the same spot, like I said before, either in a corner, a dark spot where they're not seen, or just sitting there waiting with their guns mounted, head glitching, and also just sound whoring for you to come by because you're the only one moving and these footsteps are freaking loud as hell. The game is very frustrating to play. And these changes, since the very beginning, since this game first came out, are things that we've been wanting changed. But again, like I said before, these developers don't want that to happen. Now, I don't know whether or not these developers are bad players. I've said that before. I think they are terrible at the game. That's why skill-based matchmaking is something that they want to keep heavy in this game, and they don't want to change that. Or whatever the case may be, I really don't know. They haven't even told us. Honestly, the only things that they've told us through multiple interviews is the fact that they want to protect the noobs. But again, like I said before, how do you protect the noobs? How do you improve their game? How do you make them better? By having them sit in the same spot all the time. That doesn't make a noob better at the game. You're not going to become a better Call of Duty player by sitting in the same spot with a claymore or a trip mine, bouncing Betty, whatever you guys want to call it. That does not make you better. You should want to move. You should want to rush or play aggressive and outplay people with gun skill. That's not, again, like I said before, the Call of Duty game that we've been playing over the years. This franchise has not become, or has not been, that popular title, that arcade shooter by people just sitting in corners. But anyways, this is just disappointing news that the Overhaul is not coming. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. With that being said, this is GCP signing off.